Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Implementation of intensive extensive reading strategy to improve reading comprehension. The study is aimed at developing the intensive extensive reading strategy IERS to improve the students' reading comprehension. The study includes collaborative classroom action research. The subject of the study were 32 students of the second semester of English Education Study Program of Stein Palangkaraya in the 2010 and 2011 academic year. The data were gained from reading comprehension test, observation, field notes, and questionnaire. The findings show that the implementation of EARS with the appropriate procedures developed can improve the students' reading comprehension. It is indicated by the improvements of the percentage of the students achieving the score greater than or equal to 60 to 69, and of the percentage of their involvement in the reading activities during the implementation of years and cycle 1 and 2. Consequently, the improvements of the students' reading comprehension can be reached, but it should follow the appropriate procedures of the implementation of years having been developed method. The study employed collaborative classroom action research. Both the researcher and his collaborator work together in cyclic activities. Chemist and MC Taggart 1900 method. The study employed collaborative classroom action research. Both the researcher and his collaborator worked together in cyclic activities. Chemist and MC Taggart 1992. Planning, implementing, observing, and reflecting to gain the data from the teaching and learning process, which run into cycles, each of which covered 4 meetings. In implementing the action, it was based on the planning of developing years that was well prepared. It includes the appropriate procedures of implementation of years, the lesson plans, the design of research instruments, and the criteria of success. To obtain the students' data on reading comprehension of flying years, a test was administered. The test was constructed based on some aspects of reading comprehension that is literal and inferential. There were 2 sets of tests administered. One was used for the test when cycle 1 and the rest is used for the test when cycle 2 ends. The topics of the test were selected for the appropriate tense in terms of the core syllabus of reading comprehension 2 and students' interest. For each test, there were 10 questions covering 5 literal comprehension questions, identifying the student's ability in comprehending the state main ideas, state details, state cause, and the fact relationships and state sequence, and 5 inferential comprehension questions to know the student's ability in comprehending the inference about main ideas of passage, cause and effect relationships, reference of pronouns, and reference of adverbs, and also include detecting the author purpose in writing a selection. The result of all the analyses furthermore were employed, were employed to decide whether the predetermined criteria of success were met or not. The result of this reflection was then used as the basic consideration to draw a conclusion whether the action was stopped or needed improvement. If the action met the criteria of success, it stopped. Otherwise, the drawbacks were identified for further revised plan and implement it in the next cycles. Finding and discussion. Based on the research findings, the implementation of EARS can improve the students' reading comprehension. Although all students have not achieved the maximum results, most of their reading comprehension have improved. The student achievement on reading comprehension increased shown from the improvement of the percentage of the student achieving the score greater than or equal to C, 60 to 69 in preliminary study at or PS. Conclusion. After implementation years with the appropriate procedures developed, the students' reading comprehension improves. It is indicated by the improvements of the percentage of the students achieving the score greater than or equal to C, 60 to 69, and of the percentage of their involvement in the reading activities during the implementation of years in cycle 1 and 2. The success of this study is in cycle 2, so it needs a long time to succeed in this study. The improvement of students' reading comprehension can be reached, but it should follow the appropriate procedures of the implementation of years. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.